Okay, let us go with problem 6 to 10. So, if the latent heat and sensible heat loads, basic, very basic. This problem is very basic. Okay. If the latent heat and sensible heat loads are 25 kilowatts and 75 kilowatts, respectively, what is the sensible heat ratio? Now, the sensible heat ratio, SHR, oh, coming from SH, okay? O di lagay mo dito yung sa sensible heat divided by the total heat. Ngayon, pag sinabing latent heat ratio, the latent heat ratio that is equal to QL divided by QT. O, di ba? Ganun lang kadali. Yan tinatanong dito is the sensible heat ratio. Now, the sensible heat is 25 SHR. 25 divided by QT. 25 plus 75. O, kunwari, tinatanong na rin yung latent heat ratio. 25 over, hindi pala, 75 na yan, latent heat. 75, 25 plus 75. O di, ito 100 to. O di 0.25. O ito, 75 divide by 100. O di equal sa 0.75. O di ba very basic lang ang mga tanong sa air conditioning. I assure you ito, nung board exam ko lumabas tong question na to. Ito. Tinatanong dito latent heat ratio ata. O yun, latent heat ratio. Yan, gamit na gamit to. So 1 point kaagad yan. Mag-iisip ka pa ba dyan? Hindi na kailangan. Nandyan na yan eh. Okay? Now, let us go to problem number 7. Problem number 7. Determine the approximate load on the cooling tower if the entering and leaving temperatures are 96 degrees Fahrenheit and 88 degrees Fahrenheit. And the flow rate of water over the tower is 30 GPM. Now, my class, okay? Di ba binigyan ko kayo? Going back to your heat transfer. I gave you the total heat. Okay? The total heat na makukuha mo sa tubig. Okay? Sa isang cooling tower. Given yung GPM, given yung temperature difference. Diba? This is Q equal to 8.33 what? 8.33 Q. Wag na natin Q kasi ito Q, heat na to eh. Gawin nating volume flow rate. Okay? Delta T. Okay. This value is in BTU per minute. This value is in what? GPM. This value is in degree Fahrenheit. Only for H2O or water or only for cooling towers. Oh, pag cooling tower. Illustrate ko pa ba yan? Mamaya ko na illustrate. Madali lang yan eh. So, this is given in anong SI tuloy? This is given in, tawag dito? This is given in English units. Paano naman kapag SI? O, ngayon, pag SI. Q is equal to, the heat added to the system is equal to MCP delta T. Kapag SI to SI units. Pero, ang binibigay dito commonly is T. Hindi mass flow rate of water. Ang binibigay is volume flow rate. O, binigay ko na rin sa shortcut niyan. Diba? Volume flow rate multiply to the density ng H2O. Tapos, CP ng H2O. Delta T ng H2O. Ngayon, ano po bang karaniwang ginagamit natin kapag H2O? O di 1 kilogram per liter or ilan? Liter per second or commonly, cubic meter per second. Pero ako, mas madalas kong ginagamit to. Kasi ang binibigay dito pag SI is in liters. Commonly ganun. Okay? So, let us solve yung problem. Gamitin na natin to. So, pahabain ko pa ba yung formula? Anong gusto nyo? The longer method or the shorter method? Siyempre ako, dun ako sa shorter method. So, I will resort with the short method, this one. So, pakita ko muna sa inyo kung paano siya sinosolve sa long method. Okay? So, meron ka ditong Q. is equal to M CP delta T. Yung binigay sa'yo dito 30 GPM, okay? Wala ka naman diyan binigay na mass, okay? 30 GPM, o yun na, 30 gallons per minute. Ayan. Kunwari HP nahanap siya, okay? HP. The heat added in HP. So CP, mamaya na yan. Density muna ng water, 1 kilogram per liter. O, ang problema mo dito, liter, nakagalon to. O, 3.785 liters per gallon. Yun na yun. Tapos, naka-minute. Kailangan gawin mo tong kilowatt. O, lagay mo, 1 minute, 60 seconds. O, CP ng water, 4.187 kilojoule per kilogram degree Kelvin. Ang haba, di ba? O, naka-ano ka dito? Naka-degree Fahrenheit. O, di 98 minus 88. Ay, 96 minus 88. Ayun, 96 minus 88 pala. 96 minus 88. 96 minus 88. Ayan. 96 minus 88 divided by 1.8. Sir, bakit? Kasi gagawin natin degree Celsius. Yan. Meron pa ba tayong nakalimutan? CP delta T. Wala na. Tingnan natin. Cancel natin yung same units. Medyo matagal lang. Okay? Yung minute, gallon, kilogram, Kelvin, Celsius degree, kilojoule. Ay, hindi pala. Matitira pala yan. Yung liter and liter. Kilojoule per second. Okay. Solve na natin. Di ba? Medyo matagal. 30. Tapos, times 3.785 times 4.187 times 96 minus 88 divide by 1.8 times 60. Ang lumabas is in kilowatts dapat. 35. Okay, 35. 35.2173 kilowatt. Yan kailangan natin HP. Divide by 0.746. Approximately 47.21 HP. O sir, gamitin natin naman yung formula mo. O, Q is equal to 8.33. Ang lalabas dito, BTU per minute. Okay? 30. Tapos, 96 minus 88. Okay. BTU per minute ito BTU in every minute. Ang kailangan ko, HP. O, di equal mo. 1 HP per 42.4 BTU per minute. O, cancel natin to. Cancel to. 8.33 times 30 times 96 minus 88 divided by 42.4. Uy, may mali ako dito. Yun. Okay. The answer will be 47. Diba? Napakadali lang. Diba? We don't stress ourselves over things that don't matter. Hindi ganun kahaba. Okay? 1.5. Oh, almost the same. Okay? Ganun lang kadali yun. So, that is for problem number 7. Okay? How about problem number 8? The natural draft cooling tower na tayo, has 400 ton heat rejection load. So, meron kang 400 ton. Okay? The temperature of the water entering the cooling tower is 90 degrees Fahrenheit and leaving at 82 degrees Fahrenheit. Compute the approach, range, and cooling tower efficiency when the outdoor wet bulb temperature is 75 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay. So, punta tayo sa formula. Hanapin natin si cooling tower. Ayan. Paste natin dito. So, you now have here the cooling tower. Ayan. Sa cooling tower mo, ang nagte-take out ng init ng tubig mo is the air that is flowing inside your cooling tower. Natural draft yan. Ibig sabihin, wala kang mga fan na ginagamit. Okay? So, the pressure of air is making the cooling. Ayan. So, papasok ang iyong sa cooling tower, papupunta ng iyong condenser dito. Papunta ng condenser mo. So, from cooling tower, malamig na tubig to your condenser, kukunin yung init na meron dun sa iyong refrigeration system, kukunin yan, iinit na. Okay? Pag uminit na, papasok dun sa cooling tower, and then the natural draft of air, kaya nga tinawag natural draft, the draft of air will take out the, the heat that is contained in the water. Kasi, sir, yung tubig ba is parang sloshing? Mag-splash? Hindi. Yung tubig mo is controlled through nozzles. Doon siya magpa-pass through sa nozzles. Yung nozzles na yon gagawin niyang misting yung tubig mo. Doon sa mist ng tubig mo, doon magpa-pass through yung malamig na hangin. Okay? Magkakaroon sila ng contact. Okay? Kapag nagkaroon ng contact, yung malamig mong hangin, yun yung kukuha ng init ng tubig. Okay? Pag kinuha yung init ng tubig mo, then cooling will happen. Ayun. Range. Okay? The range is the temperature difference between yung hot temperature of the hot water entering the cooling tower and then the cold water leaving the cooling tower. Now, the approach. The approach is the temperature difference between the temperature of the cold water leaving your cooling tower and the wet bulb temperature of the air that is present throughout the ambience nung iyong cooling tower. Okay. Now, for the cooling tower efficiency, that is equal to the ratio of your range divided by range plus approach. Or simply, T3 minus T4 divided by T3 minus T wet bulb. Okay? Ito na yon. Itong tatlo na to. Yan ang hinahanap natin. Okay? So, hinahanap natin muna si range. Yung range natin. T3, ano ba yung hot water dyan? Entering the cooling tower, ibig sabihin hot water 90. Tapos, leaving the cooling tower, slightly cold, that is 82. Okay. So, this is 8 degrees Fahrenheit. Approach. That is T3 minus, T4 minus T wet bulb. T4, 90 minus 75. 90 minus 75 degrees Fahrenheit. T4. Wet bulb 1. Okay. At naging ganun. T4. Approach. Mali yung approach niya. T4. Ayun, cold water. Ayun, 8 pala. 82. 82. Yan. Okay na. 82. T3 minus T4 yung una. T4 pala to. T4 minus T wet bulb. Dito ko nakatingin eh. Okay? That is equal to 82.75. That is 7 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, the efficiency of your cooling tower is equal to range over range plus approach. The 8 degrees Fahrenheit divided by 8 plus 7 degrees Fahrenheit. The cooling tower efficiency is 8 divided by 15. The answer is 0.53. Yan ang ating cooling tower efficiency. Paulit-ulit. Okay? Ganun lang po kadali kapag cooling tower. Now, kapag mas balancing naman sa air and water, ang gagamitin mo na dito, sir, dito kasi moisture ratio to eh. Okay? The moisture ratio sa makeup water, Dito naman, yung heat transferred by air to water or the water to air, dito mo kukunin yun. The enthalpy nung air mo, entering and leaving. And then yung temperature, okay, ano to? Constant pressure heating ng water. This is water, this is the mass of the air supplied. Now, for the makeup water, dito M5, okay? M5, the makeup water is equal to yung mass nung 3 that is entering sa water, mass ng 4 leaving. Ngayon, pwede mo rin gamitin yung mass that is supplied by the air, tapos yung humidity ratio nung dalawa, nung air. Okay? Pwede mo rin gawin yun. So, that is for problem number 8. How about problem number 9? A rectangular duct, okay, a rectangular duct has a dimension of 0.5 by 1 meter. Determine the equivalent diameter of the duct. So, from this one, okay, rectangular yung duct mo to circular duct. Okay, ano daw yung equivalence nilang dalawa? So, let's go back to the formula. Okay? Dito, kunin natin ito. Kunin ko ito. Copy. Okay. Yan. Paste natin dito. Now, for ducts, ngayon, meron kang pressure drop. Okay? Head ng pressure or the pressure drop is equal to, ano, familiar ba sa inyo itong equation na to? This is Darcy. Okay? FLV squared over 2GD. Ngayon, i-measure muna yung pressure drop, okay? Kasi ito, naka-ano to, naka-head to ng meters. Ang gusto mo is the change in pressure or the pressure drop. So, ang ginawa mo, ito, okay, i-multiply mo dito. Naging density. Okay? Kasi ito, tandaan nyo, ito, this one, diba ito is equal to density times G. O ngayon, na-cancel yung G niya dito. So, the pressure drop now, coming from your Darcy equation, in order for you to get the pressure, okay, in pascals, that is equal to density multiplied to the friction dun sa duct, the length of the duct multiplied to the velocity of the air in the duct divided by 2D. Okay? Now, yung diameter na yon, okay, pwedeng ibigay sa iyo kasi dyan is rectangular duct, hexagonal, or commonly rectangular or square lang naman ang duct mo. Ngayon, ang ginagamit kasi dito, diameter, okay, nung duct. Pero hindi nga sa'yo binigay yung diameter. Now, how will you get the diameter? Dito papasok yon. Okay? Now, kapag ang iyong duct, ah, ayan, RH. Hindi po red doors yan, sir, ha? So, this is, anong tawag dito? Hindi ko na maalala. May tawag dyan, eh. Nakalimutan ko, tinuturo ko sa fluid mechanics, eh. Fluid machinery. Pag naalala ko. Basta RH po natin. RH. Kapag ducts, ginagamit to. Makalimutan ko, nasa dulo ng dila ko mamaya, maalala ko yan. This is equal to the area projected, area of, cross-sectional area. Area of the duct divided by yung wetted area. Okay. Yung wetted area kasi, pinag-uusapan natin dito. Kuwari, may duct ka dyan, di ba? Tubig, sa tubig. Hindi naman buong to, ma-occupy ng tubig mo. Meron niyang mga air pockets na hindi siya ma-occupy, okay? Di ba? Kapag hindi highly pressurized yung duct mo, hindi niya ma-occupy yung space na nandito sa taas, okay? Yan. So, ang wetted area mo is the area that is only in contact with the fluid flowing inside your duct. Oh, ganun yun. Now, ah, So, wetted area or the projected area. Ito naman yung area or the cross-sectional area of the duct. Yung wetted, that is the area na kung saan in contact with the fluid. Now, let us go with the equivalent diameter. Dito pupunta yon. Now, the equivalent diameter, kapag rectangular, ito na lang. 2AB divided by A plus B. Ano po ba yung A and B? This is the length and the width ng iyong rectangle. Now, how about yung ano naman, yung kunwari, meron ka diyang semicircle, okay? This is the radius of the circle times the height of the circle. Or the height of the flow. Okay? Equivalent diameter kapag circular. Okay? Kapag rectangular, ngayon, ito naman ang tinatanong kasi dito, the equivalent diameter of the duct. Ang binigay sa'yo dito is rectangular. Now, the equivalent diameter, okay, equivalent diameter, that is equal to 4A over the projected area. Okay? Or the area of the flow. Pagpalagay natin, lahat naman yan na-occupy. Okay? So, that is 4 multiplied to the area ng duct. Ano ba area ng duct? 0.5 times 1 meter squared, divided by yung area na in contact with the fluid. Pagpalagay natin lahat, in contact with the fluid. Okay? So, that is 0.5 times 1 meter squared. Hindi. Di pala, plus, ano to? Perimeter, yan. Wetted perimeter. Perimeter. Yan. Wetted perimeter. Yun pala. Ayan yun. Wetted perimeter. Okay, ano po bang perimeter ng ng rectangle? O, di ba twice nung length plus width? O, yun lang. So, equal to 4 times 0.5 times 1. Pero balikan ko kayo dito, hindi ko maalala eh. Tinuturo ko yan eh. Hindi ko lang maalala ngayon. 2 length is 0.5 plus 1 meter. So, ang lalabas dito yung equal diameter niya, that is 4 times 0.5. Okay? 4 times 0.5 divided by 1.5 times 2, 3. Okay? That is 2 over 3 meters. 2 over 3 meters. Sir, paano kung tinatanong naman yung pressure drop in the duct? O, the pressure drop in the duct, wala ka namang binigay dito na density FLB do. Ipapasok mo dito yung equivalent diameter. Ayan. Dito mo ilalagay yon. So, ganun lang yun. Okay? Alalahanin ko na lang to RH. Okay? Hindi ko lang maalala ngayon eh. So, that is problem number 9. How about problem number 10? A duct, eto na, pumasok na. Dito na yun. A duct, 40 meters high and 80 meters wide, suspended from the ceiling in a corridor, makes a right angle turn in the horizontal plane. Ngayon, habang daw ang piping mo or the ducting mo nagbe-bend, nagkakaroon ka ng head losses and then pressure drops. The inner radius is 0.2 meters and then outer radius is 1 meter. So, meron daw siyang bend. Kung ito yun, 90 degrees bend. Ayan. Ito yung inner radius, tsaka yung, andito yung inner radius eh. Ayan. Inner radius, outer radius. Measured from the same center. And then the velocity of the air in the duct is 10 meter per second. Compute the pressure drop in this elbow. Assuming yung friction niya is 0.3. Density of air is standard. And the length of the duct is 10 meters. Okay? Yan, the length of the duct, 10 meters. So, yung pressure drop in Pascal. Okay? Yan na, pressure drop. O, F L V squared over 2D. Okay? 2D. Ano nakalimutan natin, sir? O, di, yung density. O, di basic. 1.204 kilogram per meter cube. Ang F is 0.3. Length is 10 meters. V is, the V is 10 meter per second. Square natin. 2, diameter. Equivalent diameter na naman tayo. Okay? Equivalent diameter. Ngayon, binigay na sa'yo dito yung inner radius of the duct. Okay? Ang gagamitin mo dito now is, ito naman, AB, A plus B, okay? 2A plus B, AB divided by A plus B. Yan, binigay na sa'yo yung duct. Sir, inner radius ba ang gagamitin natin? No. Ito pa rin, duct. High and wide. Okay? Ang binigay lang naman sa'yo yung radius ng bend. Okay? Huwag mong gagamitin yon, pampalito yan. So, ang gagamitin mo dito, yung sa ducting. Okay? That is equivalent diameter. Okay, DEQ. That is 2AB over A plus B. Babalikan ko kayo sa RH pag naalala ko. 2. Tapos 2 times yung A plus A times B, 0.8 times 0.4 meter squared over 0.8 plus 0.4 meters. Okay. Dapat to Pascal. Okay, cancel natin yung same units. Meter. Okay, dito na lang meter squared. Tapos meter. Ano tira meter? Isa dito. Yan. Kilogram meter per second squared. Okay. Dito, kilogram meter per second squared. Ano yun? Newton, di ba? Per meter squared na natira dito. O, di Pascal. Okay. So, we'll solve the value of pressure. 1.204 times 0.3 times 10 times 10 squared divided by 2 times 2 times 0.8 times 0.4 divided by 1.2. Kasi 0.8 plus 0.4 is 1.2. So, the value for your pressure drop is 338. The pressure drop is 338.625 kPa. Ay, kPa. Pascals lang. Okay, that is for problem number 10. Okay, let me take a 5-minute break. And after this, let us continue with problems 11 to 15.